Oh, it is so fitting to have you in here in the studio with no pants on. I mean, some things never change. Do you wear pants ever?
I do.
Yeah?
To work and in the winter, but not right now.
Okay. Not when he comes in a TV studio. It is fitting that we're running this on the same night as Sidekicks. Are you missing Chris Black at all?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I saw him my first game, and he had my first opportunity to see me get splashed by not any of my players. It's the student section from St. Francis, but I miss it. It's been kind of surreal, but I can watch you guys all the time on Sundays now.
That's a beautiful sound. I just felt warm and fuzzy right there. Good segue. Let's go back. First game, I mean, where you're on BCSN and you're playing in Perrysburg, and it's a huge one, and you get that incredible late win. I mean, boy, Brendan Gray's incredible save, but your emotions after that thing played out.
I tell you what, it was one of those games where the weather, we were down in Cincinnati a week before that, had weather in a scrimmage, and then obviously, coming on Friday night football, JV games, beautiful, sun's out, everything's like that. I'm looking out the back of the locker room like, I don't know if we're going to get this game in, guys, and it's like really pitch black. We get out there warming up and things like that, and then next about 10 minutes into the game, we got that weather delay. I think it took us a little bit to kind of get going. Obviously, Brendan Graves is spectacular. I mean, he's one of the top goalkeepers in the area. We've seen now 3 really good goalkeepers in our first 5 games, and it's kind of hard when you look at that. But he was on his head that whole night, made some incredible saves, and Jarrett Puckett, a kid that doesn't score a lot of goals, doesn't get a lot of recognition. You see him on Friday nights for St. Francis with Dan Chipka hitting field goals, and he was doing a great job. Get that recognition for him to get that rebound goal to put it back after he made the first one.
Yeah.
But he didn't hear the whistle.
Right.
Maybe it was too loud in there. I couldn't tell,
Yeah.
but I mean, just for him to get that composure after he missed it. An initial save and able to put that back in the back of the net, it kind of got us going.
Yeah, and did you think, okay, this is going to be something special, or was it too early? I mean, you got the shower from, it wasn't quite a Gatorade shower, but you got a shower at least.
I think this team right now, we're in a good spot. Obviously you don't worry about what it is like in August and September. I think what you worry about is what it's going to be like in late October, early November. That's where it really matters. And, we got a schedule. We have a really good schedule. Obviously, Perrysburg's going to be a better team when the season goes on. Ashland really kept running at us and doing the right things. And I thought Whitmer, for the most part, their goalkeeper was phenomenal against us. Made some saves that I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, it could have been 13, 14, nothing.
Yeah.
But he played on his head, too. And then, obviously the last 2 games we played, we played probably the 2 best teams, I would think, in Northwest Ohio and Sylvania Northview and St. John's. And, not the results that we wanted to get, but again, we'll get our chance at them at some point in time down the road. But right now, it's just kind of worrying about what we're going to do the next day.
Is it different now? I mean, obviously, you've been coaching, and it's not like you've been completely out of coaching. But, I mean, the Ottawa Hills run you had, making it to the state Final Fours, and now you're back in it as the head guy. Is there any difference? It's been a bit of a time. What is it, about a few years?
It's been quite a bit.
I'm not good at math.
Yeah, 2011 was the last time. And I mean, those are some great kids. You don't get a chance to coach a kid like Michael Geiger every day.
Right.
And he was a special kid. Blake Pappas, Jackson Damey, Logan Glosser, all these guys now. I'm naming these guys are now in the workforce. 2 of them in med school right now, a couple guys in law school, and some of them are finishing, starting families and things like that. But I think the kids have changed a little bit as time goes on. I mean, I think we're in this generation now of, we didn't know what Snapchat was back in 2011. Facebook and Twitter were around.
MySpace?
MySpace was around too.
Yeah.
But it's been different. But I think these kids have the same work ethic, and I think the culture that we have at St. Francis right now, basically for us, is just trying to find a way to get through these kids and try to put them in the right position for success.
You ever coach a kid who literally ran out of his shoes?
I don't think I ever have. I mean, that was weird. I mean,
it was.
Spencer loves those shoes. I mean, I told him, I was like, you can't wear those, man.
No.
Like, unfortunately for him, he's just like, the way we tape his ankle and stuff like that, he's like, hey, I got to wear these shoes. They're better. But, the bust out of them, a shot like that, and then he comes running over. I'm like, wait, okay, it's finally they're gone. But, the other night he wore the other one and then his other black. I was like, come on, man.
No.
Well, that's just how he is, But I've never seen a kid run out of his shoes ever in a game.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that either. It was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
For you personally, I mean, people think, okay, coaches coach, but you do more than coach. I mean, you're not just coaching, which takes up a ton of time, and it's a lot of energy. You're working a 9 to 5.
Yeah, it's the work-life balance thing. You know, I think obviously with work, you know, that's the main priority. You got to be able to take care of your family. And, you know, my girlfriend Chris she is an absolute saint, patient enough to deal with me. You know,
yes.
You know how it is. You've been around it long enough to know.
She's definitely nominated, no question.
Yeah, you know, and her two boys, you know, Cam, a junior over at Central Catholic, and Braden in 8th grade. And, you know, it's kind of hard not being able to see those guys play. I mean, I get to see Cam a little bit more in the winter for Central Catholic, and, you know, Braden play football at Timberstone. It's kind of hard you miss some of those games and you want to go and support them. But, you know, again, they know that I have their best interests and things like that. But, you know, with the work and everything else of that, going home, doing some work when I get home and staying up till midnight to get back at it again at 7:30 in the morning, and you're getting back home at 8 or 9 o'clock at night. It gets old, but again, it's just one of those things that you do it for a purpose. You do it for a reason. I love coaching. I love working with kids. That's the whole point about it. It's not about, you know, what my personal accolades are going to be. I really don't care. It's more about what I want to see them achieve and what they have their goals set for.